Hi everyone and welcome to yesterday's Drama Hospital Recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any videos or recaps. If you haven't watched the last two, I just uploaded because I'm doing an upload marathon, as you can tell. I have been tearing apart my living room, cleaning up, and we will soon have a new backdrop office space in the next coming week or weeks. I know I said this like 2 years ago, but it's actually happening. You should see what I'm seeing right now, because you'd be like, oh, wow. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. But let's get right to it, because in about an hour, new Drama Hospital's on. So, and it's really good. It's getting good, guys. It's getting good. So let's get right to it. At the PCPD, Lulu brought Rocco to see Dante. Lulu used this extra day to, super prepare for Charlotte's visit, like cookies, toys, wrapping stuff, the works. And Dante tries one of the cookies, but apparently Rocco put some extra salt in it while Lulu wasn't looking. So it's delicious, as you can tell. And yeah, at least they look good, and Charlotte's gonna hate them. But Dante assures Lulu that toys and cookies won't be the thing that makes Charlotte love her. And he tells her to be herself, but she has doubts, because she's done that and she hates her. But she realizes how selfish she's been in the past, and he points out that she had good intentions, She didn't do anything out of malice, even though it may have been wrong. So Dante tells her, just, show up, be yourself, be honest, be present. And Rocco made Charlotte a paperclip necklace and asks I can't talk. I have ECAT right here. Do you see this cat? She's distracting me. So Rocco asks if they're going to love Charlotte more than they love him. And I'm like, oh, he's such a sweetheart. We'll get to that in a little bit. At Perks, Hayden is having coffee with a little bit of something extra mixed in. And Curtis runs by. She yells to him, and he sits down with her. She's drinking and hiding from Finn. She wants to get back together, and she's afraid that he's going to say yes, right? Yeah. Ready, cat. So Curtis says, Finn is legit. He really doesn't remember. He didn't mean it, but she remembers, and she tells him exactly what he said. And she just knows, if that's in his mind, then, obviously he had to think it. Righty, cat, right? Yes, he did. And Curtis says that she can't fix or save him. He needs to do that himself. At Finn's, Finn dreams about doing the drugs, cat. He's doing the drugs in his dream. Yeah, ECAT's like, don't do the drugs. Finn calls Hayden. He asks if she can come over, and he needs to see her. And she asks if he called the rehab centers. He's ashamed of how he treated her, and she's not the answer to his problems, and he needs help that she can't give him. So he's scared of the 28 days, without Roxy or Hayden or practicing medicine. But Finn calls Tracy. He needs a good dose of the truth. He misses her, and he's sorry for the things he said. I think he's realizing how much he's isolated himself from the people that care about him, righty, cat? And he's gonna go get some fresh air. At Perks again, Hayden gets off the phone with him, and she feels horrible. She wants Curtis, to see Finn and be his friend, and, he's been where he is, and he says he can't convince him to go to rehab. He's going to have to convince himself of that. And she wants to go, clubbing, and kind of walks off drunk, and they talk, and then she kisses him. He stops them, and she says that she's free, and he likes their friendship and won't take advantage of her situation. And she just wants to forget, and then Finn comes out and sees them kiss again, and really it's her kissing him again. So Curtis is like, look, it's not what it looks like. I know. And says that Hayden's drunk and hurting and reckless, and it's because of him, Finn. So Curtis gives him some guidance, don't let the addiction own you. You need help. And he tells Hayden he loves her, and she tells him to just get the help he needs. At Alexis's, the hooded person is in Alexis's house, and they're looking through a photo album, and they turned a light on, which leads me to believe that there's someone who's been in that house before. And Alexis is coming home. She notices the light is on. She hears someone. She grabs a laptop to use as a weapon, and Christina walks in the door. So Christina asks her why she's so jumpy, and Alexis says it felt like someone was here, and the desk light was on, and she's sure she turned it off. And then Christina says Nathan talked to her about Julian, and Alexis is like, that's not okay, and she's like, we just ran into each other, it wasn't that big of a deal. And she says that, Nathan thinks that Alexis isn't telling him something. So Alexis is going to call Jordan and lodge a complaint against Nathan. Christina thinks that she's hiding something now. And Alexis tells her about this feeling Julian's still around, the door knocks, the phone calls, just the feeling? And Christina accepts Alexis's grief for Julian, even though she doesn't feel the same way. And she says that her feelings are unresolved. Alexis says her feelings are unresolved, and she wants to believe Julian's letter. Christina tells her, you know, she went through a lot of trauma. This is normal, you know, or fairly normal. And they can watch a movie. Christina starts looking at... Oh, Christina says looking at the photo album won't help. And Alexis is like, I put the photo album away, but it was sitting on the chair in their little dining room back there, out in the open. Ooh. At Carly's, Sonny says he wasn't unfaithful to her. He tells her he was drugged, and she's skeptical, but Sonny says that Nelle came over and confessed. He says it's over, they can be together. But Carly asks why Nelle would confess now. Fair question. She thinks Nelle is lying now, and Sonny says he was there, he experienced it. As soon as she said she drugged him, it all clicked. You know, the first clue, the second clue, the third clue, and I'm like, yeah, the clues we all saw that you didn't, like, dig deep into. So everything after is on him. Like, he accepts responsibility for the lying and the cover up and all that, but he says maybe, and he even says maybe it was for selfish reasons, like to protect, you know, so you didn't hate me, but can this please be over? And she says it can't. You know, she took his ultimatum. He knows being with him isn't easy, and he should have said something that morning that the Nelle thing happened. But nobody knows him like her. He needs her. He asks her to come back to him, and she says she's sorry. And she's about to tell him about Jax when Jax comes downstairs half dressed. And I was like, literally timing. I know it's like TV timing, but like stuff like this, like I've just, it does happen. It does happen. Not specifically like that situation, but like just the kind of O. Henry timing. So... will Sonny be as understanding of Carly and forgiving as he wanted her to be with him? Stay tuned to find out. So now he's angry. It's been one day, and he feels like she's a hypocrite. He's being really crude. I won't repeat what he said, but Jack stands up for her and is like, you need to apologize right now. And then, okay, I don't like to curse on this channel, and I'm not going to break that rule. No matter how I speak in real life, I keep our channel nice and, curse free. But Sonny calls her a bad wife, but a great, let me see if I can get this to focus so you can read it. I censored it, don't worry. So a bad wife, but a great, that. So I'm like, you know what? Bye. Seriously, bye. There's no excuse to talk to someone like that. I don't care how hurt you've been. Like, So she slaps him, and I wanted to virtually slap him. Like, he says, walk out that door and we're done. She walks out the door. Like, that was it. Like, he's the one who backed her into that corner. He's the one who did that. And now it's like I feel vindicated when, like, I was not feeling Sonny at the end of, like, when he was trying to get Carly back in this whole Carly and Sonny cycle, that I was feeling he was very, like, you know, this, and now I feel vindicated in that, even though I softened up in the interim. But, yeah, she's sorry he found out the truth, too late to fix things, and, she finds it funny because he's the biggest liar of all, but expects everyone to be honest with him, and it's never going to be different. And Sonny says they're done, and her and Jackson have each other, and Jax asks if she's okay. She's not, but she will be. And I don't know if Jax is staying for a while, but like when I started watching like religiously, they were like towards the end of their marriage, or they were having issues because of Sonny, and she wouldn't cut him out of her life. So I would be interested to see a reuniting there, especially since they've like aged up Jocelyn now, and like, I don't know, I'm open to it, and now end scene. Dante and Lulu sit with Rocco. They talk to him. He's everything to them, literally. And they're just excited to have Charlotte join the family. And, in the beginning, yes, she will get more attention just because of the circumstances. But it's because of the transition, and parents don't have favorites. They don't say it like that, but that's the gist of it. And now they're going to get to, for now, they get to visit with Charlotte once a week. And, Rocco asks if she's going to live with them. And they're like, maybe one day. But, this is the situation right now. And, like, Lulu's so good with him, and like they have just such an organic, like loving family, and like that's what they need to show, you know. Curtis gets Hayden some water. She's sorry she hit on him, but he's not gonna leave her. Finn's by the waterfront meeting with Wyatt, paying him cash for drugs. And I'm like, I'm sitting here on my couch talking to ECAT, and ECAT's just like, whatever. So I'm like, are you kidding? Dude is afraid of rehab outing him. Like, he doesn't want to put his name out there that he's going to rehab for something. You don't even, I don't think, have to disclose what you're going to rehab for. It could be too much drinking, which, like, you're not going to get, okay, I shouldn't say that, but, like, but he's going to buy drugs on the waterfront in the town he lives in from some guy named Wyatt, and he's not afraid of that outing him. Like, now I don't even buy this whole rehab excuse of this whole, oh, I don't want my name. So, because, nope. Carly wants to lock Diane in as her divorce attorney, like, right now. She doesn't feel guilty about her and Jax. They shared something special. She feels guilty that she gave up too soon, or that's what Sonny thinks, which I, like... I don't even have the words. But she was committed to her marriage, and she fought for it. You know, she did, and she's done. She's done. And honestly, I don't blame her. Alexis says that she was showing Diane photos, and I think she's covering for Christina that, you know, she doesn't want Christina to really think like, oh, someone's in the house. Or she doesn't want Christina to think that she thinks that. But she knows she put it away. Alexis wants to go to sleep. Christina asks if she wants her to stay over, but she says she doesn't need to. And now Alexis is looking through the photo album, and there's a picture missing. And if I was a more dedicated person, I'd go back and look through the beginning and see what picture it was. And I might just do that. But then again, I'm hungry, so I might just go eat food. Because you know in today's, Alexis is going to, like, remember what picture that was. So it would be wasted effort. Kind of. If it doesn't happen on today's, I'll go back and look and see what picture it was. I promise. It's my... promise to you. But in any event, thank you so much for watching yesterday's recap. I will see you later today for more General Hospital, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.